Hello everyone and welcome back to WaverlyReads. First I just want to say I'm sorry if the quality is really bad. I don't have my usual filming equipment today. I'm working with what I have and all I have is my laptop. So I'm sorry if the quality is really bad. I'm not sure if it is or not. Please try to ignore that. I will hopefully get back to my normal equipment soon. So today's video is going to be week 2 in my weekly write series of 642 things to write about. If you don't know what my weekly write series is, then you can go and watch my first video. It will be linked down below. In that video I sort of explain everything I do. Basically I write 7 things and then I read 7 things to you at the end of the week. So we're just going to get straight into it and hope you enjoy. So day number 8 is come up with every possible way to describe something as red without using the word itself. I actually wrote this one on the day I dyed my hair red, whilst I was waiting for my hair to be dyed red. Here's what I wrote. Dark as the abyss, bright as the sun. It can be as dangerous as walking into a bloodbath, or exciting as the final, most thrilling drop on a roller coaster. It is most commonly used on Valentine's Day. Hearts, roses, candy, kisses, lips. It is not just a colour, but an emotion. Not just an emotion, but an instinct. Not just an instinct, but life itself. It is everywhere we look. Inside us, on us, out of us. In every colour we see, every emotion we feel, our lives are guided by it. Always will be. For without it, nothing would be so beautiful. Danger, deception and war, excitement, thrill and love. They're all linked everywhere. Woo! I actually really like that one. Day number 9 is what you ate for breakfast. This is really boring, but I had a healthy breakfast that day, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put that in there. So here's what I wrote. Banana oat smoothie. 1 whole banana, 75 grams of oats, 1 small apple, 1 small orange, 100 milliliters of apple juice. Optional is a large spoon of plain yogurt. I didn't do that, my sister did. Chop all the fruit. Add oats to the blender, then fruit, then juice, and yogurt if you're using it. Blend until smooth and add oats and juice as necessary. Thicken it or thin it down. That's what I ate for breakfast on the 9th of January. Day number 10 is death is like this. I sat here struggling with this for a long time. I actually really kind of like what I came out with. Here's what I wrote. Death is a mystery. It's inevitable. Nobody will ever truly understand death until they are dead. As living creatures, we walk around experiencing only one side of death, the heartbroken side. We will never know how it feels to die until it happens. And then who knows what? Are we dead eternally? Never to open our eyes, live, breathe, or think again? Are we reborn into a new person, a new species, a new life? Or do we stick around as ghosts, haunting those alive? How can we be sure, with everything we know or guess with religions, what really happens in the afterlife? When we die, do we even realise we are dead? There's only one thing we know for sure, and that's the fact that it comes for all of us, regardless. One day that's all we will know. Death. It's complicated. I was really struggling on that one, but I kind of do like it, I'm not gonna lie. Day number 11 is your favourite tree. I actually do have a favourite tree. Me and my small friendship group when I was in high school had a favourite tree and I wrote about that one. Up a long hill, outside an abandoned warehouse, stands a single tree that is different from the rest in its row. It's different because, despite it being midsummer, this tree has lost all its leaves. Its branches are fragile, even the thickest are at risk from snapping under too much force or weight. I used to visit this tree a lot a few years ago with my friends. We climb into the lower, more stable branches and hang out there all day, laughing, being stupid, and taking a billion pictures. Since then we abandoned our tree friend. Our lack of love has killed it completely, but it will always be my favourite tree. So I kind of ended that abruptly because I ran out of space. Yeah, but now I'm like writing it down on a piece of paper and sticking it in just so I end up with more space and I'm free to write more. Yeah, that's my tree friend, and sadly it's true, it's dead now. Day number 12 is your first kiss. Now I wrote this as my first kiss with Jason and just my first kiss with a boy. My first kiss with a boy was with Jason. However, my first kiss was with a girl, and if you guys want that story then I am willing to give it. It will be anonymous because I'm pretty sure the girl in the story wouldn't like me sharing that online. Yeah, I'm willing to share that story if you want it. I have shared it once before on my Wattpad but it got deleted by me, obviously. But this one is written as my first kiss with the boy and my first kiss with Jason because Jason was my first kiss with the boy. That was rambly and weird, I'm sorry. Here's what I wrote. We stood under the light of the lamppost. It was almost midnight and pitch black outside. It didn't help basically being in the middle of nowhere. The lamppost was practically our only source of light. Things were so amazingly perfect that I didn't think they could get any better. I was wrong. As he leaned me gently against the wall, his arms wrapped tight around me to keep me warm and safe, his lips moved down towards mine. I couldn't help the upturning of my lips as I leant up towards him. When our lips met, my heart pounded 1,000 times faster. 1 year, 4 months, and 25 days We had waited for that moment, the moment we could finally be together. It was too soon that he pulled away and whispered, "Wow." I replied with my own happy sigh, and soon our lips met again. If we'd have died then, we'd have died happy. Okay, yes, basically a very small telling of my first kiss, but again, small spaces, so. Day number 13 is, what would you be doing if you weren't doing this? Honestly, when I wrote this, I would be doing nothing. Yeah. But here's what I wrote. I stare at the laptop in front of me. That stupid black line flashing at me. On, off. Right, it's telling me. Write something and I won't flash at you anymore. My eyes narrow as I stare at it. On, off. Right! But I can't. How can I write when I have no idea what to write about? My mind seems to have melted into nothingness. The flashing line seems to get more and more urgent the longer I stare at it. Right. I put my fingers over the keys and continue to stare at the screen. Nothing. Damn writer's block. As you can probably tell, I was writing what I would be doing if I wasn't writing. However, what I was doing whilst I was trying to write this was exactly what I wrote. That confused my brain. Basically, if I wasn't writing this, I'd probably be writing my story in which I'm stuck on writer's block, and I got writer's block for this, so I wrote about writer's block because if I wasn't doing writer's block, I was doing writer's block. Get it? Please tell me you get it. And day number 14 is when I finally started writing on bigger pieces of paper, so I had more space. Day number 14, recreate your earliest childhood memory. I wrote this story before, again on my Wattpad, but it got deleted by me. So yeah, I didn't write it all just because, honestly, most of it was improv because I could only remember specific bits, but I wrote down what I could actually remember, which wasn't a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but ends really abruptly. Here's what I wrote. I grabbed my mum's hand and pulled her quickly across the grass field. I could see all the bright flashing lights ahead of me. Purple, red, blue, green, yellow, and pink. I squealed in excitement, trying to pull her more, but she just continued to be slow. How can she not be excited? We were going to the fair! I heard my sister and brother talking excitedly to each other. They shared my excitement. I was 99.9% sure I was more excited than both of them put together. As we neared, I could hear the loud music that deafened me. Waverly, will you please slow down? The mud is wet. My mum half moaned, half yelled over the music pounding in my ears. I ignored her, obviously, excited to care about the mud that was ruining my new trainers. Finally, we reached the edge of the fair, and I began bouncing with excitement. No running, okay? And don't let go, my mum's boyfriend, Martin, added, taking my other hand. I looked around at one of my older brothers. He too was bouncing in anticipation. Atreya, another of my brothers, stood on the other side of my mum, holding our other hand. My sister, Lacey, and my eldest brother, Shane, stood in front of me, blocking my view. I groaned and tried to peer around them as we walked through. They were too tall. Move! I yelled, jumping to try and peer over them. Martin leaned down, lifted me onto his shoulders, and I giggled as all the lights and rides came into view. Yay! Like I said, that one ended really abruptly. That's kind of not my fault, considering that I was like 4, so kind of surprising I remember that much, but I do remember that very clearly. Later on that day, I also remember playing on like the betting horses where like it's horse racing and you throw the ball, but the only thing I remember about that is my mum's boyfriend Martin helping me throw the balls, and I still lost, so we probably suck together. But those were the 7 things I wrote in week 2 of Weekly Writes. I hope you guys are enjoying this and it's helping anyone with writer's block or just giving anyone inspiration for writing in general. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below how you would describe red without using the word red. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Waverly and now I'm off to read. Bye!